Okay, I love this. So the biggest without a doubt has been I had to learn really early on to be able to hold public criticism. And again, the more criticism you can hold, the bigger your business and the bigger your bank balance is going to become, because the bigger visibility, the more people seeing you. The law of averages is you're going to have more people who don't like you, who are triggered by you, even clients who you once served. And like, I've got messages from clients who say, like, sending me messages saying, thank you so much for changing my life. You've done what you've done for me and my business has been incredible. And then literally 7 days later, decide that they're going to leave my community and tell everybody that I'm a bully. I mean, right? So early on in my business journey, I got my first ever unhappy client who took to social media and said that I was a fraud. And it was probably about 4 or 5 months into business. But that was incredible because I realized very early on I had to get used to people saying bad stuff about me and get on with my day, because if I let one person's opinion stop me, then I was now drinking the poison, but expecting them to die, as the saying goes, because then it was going to stop me building my business. So the more criticism you can hold, the bigger your bank balance is going to be. I mean, we see this with Donald Trump. Whether you love him or hate him is irrelevant. That man has 50% of the population that love him and 50% of the population that don't. And he just gets up and keeps going.
So what is your secret trick of doing that? It's one thing to say, you know what, it's not gonna bother me, but it's another thing to kind of go, okay, it kind of hurts.
It does, yeah. So my the way that I deal with it, if it's, say it's a client who I felt I had a close relationship with, and there is a sense of feeling hurt or betrayed, I give myself a few moments to really just sit with that feeling of hurt and betrayal. And then I look at it objectively, and every single time, and even if it's, so whether it's a client or a non-client, what I notice is every single time it's somebody criticizing me, it's somebody who is doing less than me. I've never had somebody who is doing more than me put me down or criticize me. The people that are doing more for me are the ones that are giving me a hand up and trying to help me. The people that go out and criticize me are the people that are doing less than, and they're triggered by my light, my success, my ability to be open and honest, and actually not care about their opinions. So when you realize that it's the people doing less than you, I'm like, why would I waste a minute of my day spending time that's taking me away from making more money, serving more people, over somebody who's doing less than me? Their opinion is irrelevant.
So very true. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people is that it's a big misconception that successful people are actually there supporting each other, giving people suggestions and a handout and helping them like get to where they want to get to. Whereas the non-successful people are actually not as supportive, which is kind of mind-blowing if you think about it, because everybody should be supporting each other to get to a common goal. But that's
But
not
this is,
really
but
true.
this is right. But this is why those criticizers are in the hole and are less successful in the area, by the way, that they're criticizing you about. So there might be people making more money than me, but if they're criticizing me about the way that I present myself, that they probably look like crap. You know what I mean? Or somebody criticizing the way that I show up and build relationships. They may be successful in their health and their fitness, more successful than me, but they're triggered by my success in my ability to build a relationship. So the reason that they're less successful is because they're wasting their time and energy on the criticism, instead of, if they directed that energy into focusing on how to be better at the thing that they're judging you or me by, then they actually wouldn't have time to criticize.
The word is coffee mug. If you had to use the word coffee mug as a metaphor for success, how is success like a coffee mug?
Wow, these are great, Fong. So success is like a coffee mug in that the more that you fill it up, the more energized you become.
Nicely done. And I got a feeling you drink a lot of coffee to be this energetic and this positive. So that's awesome.
I love that.